dark episode for March the 4th, 2024. I saw Joel today and got myself crunk and crack. I have had, for the last while, kind of numbness on the bottom of my feet. Feels like kind of pads there, like I'm a bit of tingling and stuff like that. And I've, seen the doctor. We have talked about it already on this thing. We're getting blood tests and yes, I have talked about it on the thing before. Talked about it with Joel today, and he's of the opinion, he is the physio guy, so he's going to look at his own stuff that way, and that's good, that it is sort of a thing of, maybe how certain ways that my body, my feet are kind of pronated, that I'm cutting off the kind of flow of fluid up away from my feet. I don't usually have my feet up. I don't do that usually, so I pulled up the bolster to kind of put my feet up when I'm actually sitting on the couch. Done that, and I might just be kind of holding. I might just need to kind of do some little stretches that might help. There's various bones in my feet that, I'll have to, that can kind of clunk together to impede stuff. And, he says, a lot of times people are very much they're walking straight forward, they're walking backwards, but they're not doing side to side. They're not kind of like getting their motions in their feet. So there could be a bit of that, of just, I wonder if there's any exercise, feet exercises that way is a thought. But he gave me one, which is just basically, I have a tendency to point my feet down. And this is like, okay, point your feet up and then kind of, instead of kind of curling them inward, which apparently I have a tendency to do, is curl them up and then like that. And it's like you're just kind of taking the pressure away from the front, where you might, the two bones might be kind of going over and kind of pinching. And it might allow for a little bit of the fluid to flow out of the feet. And I do admit, like when I came out the session, because I did it like at the end, because that's when I actually remembered, oh yeah, this is also physically what's happening with me. It did actually make my feet feel different. And who knows if that's just, somebody kind of manipulating your feet, doing stuff that gives different sensations, but I thought it was interesting, and definitely worth a try. The worst thing that's going to happen is I'll maybe get better circulation in my feet, which is not bad, even if it doesn't have anything to do with what I have. But yeah, it's like, excuse me, it's definitely a thing to try. That's the thing with moving around. It allows lots of stuff to relax if you hopefully did or did not hear what relaxation can often result in. I do find that when I'm doing my hip exercises in the bed in the morning, it's like, oh, this is a really good way to kind of like get myself ready to go to the washroom. All the rich and stinky wonders of the human body, and well, better out than in, as they said on a episode of I, Claudius back in the 70s. One of those things where one of the Greek physicians was a very practical guy, just like, yeah, it's better out than in. So, it's like, you don't want it festering in there, blocked up. It's much better if it's coming out. All right. With that TMI, I'm going to head off to bed. Well, actually, no, I'm going to head off, have a nice bath, read more Proud Tower, which I'm really enjoying. Yet another peace conference, the 1899 and the 1907 peace conference, which, definitely then you can go for the conferences after the wars and how well those also went. Difficult bloody things. Ooh, and I can see a cat there, which I think I'll try and avoid the dog scene. So, ciao.